All right, good morning. Good morning. Looks like our pump yesterday from like literally the perfect spot. Closed the daily candle quite nice, not gonna lie. Closed it quite nice on gigantic volume. Checked perfectly underneath that October to swing low, and we got a good reaction. Now we haven't got above that daily candle yet, so that is interesting. I would have rather see it check above it before we started to do a pullback, but hey, we'll see how she goes. Something I will make note of, so this is our pump from yesterday. We did 2 steps back and we gave a little bit of a pop. Now this is kind of where I would expect this market to now continue to the upside and at least check back above our high point. But we actually didn't. The last couple hours here now this morning, we've pushed straight back down and went below that swing point after creating like a potential little W bottom pump. But I generally don't like to see that. I mean, I mark it with the yellow line because to me it marks a trap. We had clean price action for potentially an entry location and for the next leg up, and it slammed right down through it without you know, any care. Just kind of pushed straight back down. Kind of got some congestion this morning here. We have a economic release at 11, half an hour after open, but that's about it. I know tomorrow is our interest rates and our FOMC stuff, but today, yeah, looks like that's all we've got on the agenda. I'm kind of expecting continued large market participation today, so we're probably gonna have a large ATR again. Yesterday, it was quite difficult. Volatility wise for me, because trades took so much to get into. I did circle. We had a perfect 2-leg pullback here to the moving average with a beautiful signal candle to get in on top of. The trade worked out so well. It closed above the breakout level, so you could hold for 2 legs. Easily a 3-to-1 trade. But like, I mean, looking at the chart, yeah, it's a great trade. But if I look at the price to get into the trade for how I get into the trade, we were looking at 61 entry with like a 52 stop loss. So 9 points, man. I can't really trade a 9-point risk. I can't do it. That's not a normal day. So I had to pass the trade up for now. Now, I mean, off that 9-point risk, you got like a 30-point reward, but the risk reward does work itself out nicely, but I can't size down to really make it fit my risk tolerance. So it is what it is. That was really the only true signal that I was given yesterday, and I wasn't trading at 2 o'clock. So other than that, yeah, that was her. So we'll see how this morning goes. I forgot to log into Binance, of course. Of course. Okay, how you guys doing this morning? I mean, the way that this trap formed for me kind of tells me a pretty strong story. So I am looking for more downward momentum this morning until this yellow line gets broken, to be honest. It's kind of where my head's at. Hey, good morning, man. How are you? Nice. Nice. Was a broker end problem. Okay. Well, that's good. You got it all figured out. Some nice 20.1 minute candles that open. Yeah, I was looking at that too as well, to be honest. I think I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot a little bit, because I've noticed, so like I keep talking about this replay trading, it's really consuming me, but I've only been replay trading the first 2.5 hours like I would do as my normal morning session, and it is working quite well. However, because my trading right now is very, very patient and like waiting for that perfect opportunity, which are, you know, not that many of, more market exposure time, looking for that perfect setup might not be the worst thing. So like maybe I do need to, I've been noticing multiple times where between 2 and 4 o'clock my time, there is afternoon setups that set up. So maybe I need to be checking back in. I really don't like the lunchtime hour, so I like to avoid that, which is generally when I shut my stream off. But I think coming back and maybe at least being around and ready for some of the afternoon, or maybe even the evening. So the patterns still present, you know, like it would be good to be able to capitalize on it if it happens. Give me more, more opportunity time. And like you said, then at least the nighttime trading during this current conditions isn't, you know, 10, 20 points worth of risk to get into a trade. Okay. Yeah, mid pace would be nice for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the trades to take forever. I like if it's gonna work for it to actually start to work and go. I don't want it to take too long, but like you said, I don't want it to be super fast because then I get slippage or I get bad fills or I don't even get the order in time or the risk is, you know, 15 points because I do candle entries. I don't know, we'll see how the volume participation is today. Yesterday makes sense that it had extreme volume because of our chart location. We did test underneath our October lows. We got huge, you know, a huge buy up off of it. But we never got above it. That's the part that I find really interesting. Before we started to sell off, we closed that daily candle up there and then we've just been selling off since. So see if we find some support somewhere on the way back. The way the hourly pattern formed for me, creating that W and then trying to go, it should have held that and continued, but instead it went back down through it. Which is pretty nasty for me. So we'll see how it pans out. Kind of got highs and lows being breached multiple times now. Not the nicest price action. Only slightly went below so far. We did get above much easier. We have a economic release at 11, I believe, too. CB Consumer Confidence Report. I think that's the only one today. Kind of flagging down here right now. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, I've never really paid attention to the other time opens because I've never traded them, but looks like our flag did hold, pushed us much lower. 10 p.m. my time. Have a little look-see. Oh, I'm on my intraday chart. Ooh, struggling to load. There we go. I guess some volume comes in here before 10 o'clock, yeah. Even, I mean, yeah, even still the candles are still a couple points more like normal, like regular day conditions, yeah. Little micro double bottom after an inside candle. We're getting good good bearish pressure after that trap level. It's getting the follow through that you'd want to see. That was good timing then, eh? Shit. 0030. Right here? Should probably watch, I guess, huh? Yeah, nothing like a 15.1 minute candle, no big deal. Sheesh. Crazy. Crazy. We've taken back over half the move now, right? From yesterday? About half. A little bit more than half. $44.50. Must have been right here. Somewhere in here. Yeah, on 0032. Yeah, right on. You caught the green bar right in the middle too. Couldn't have been better. Yeah, I think I found it there. That was good timing. It looks like you even got a top tick fill on my 1 minute chart. The candle, you hit your target in the top of that little green 1 minute candle. Some damn good timing. Have a bit of a one-time push happening right now. Got this 5 minute level down here. 65. We're cruising towards it pretty strong. 54. We have 6 minutes till candle close, till A period's done. 220 so far, and we do have an economic release at 11. Nice, yeah. So yeah, I think I did that. Must have been the spot. Difficult trading right now for me. There's really like nothing I can do for my type of like how I trade. Even if it gave me the perfect pattern, it's going to be so far beyond my risk tolerance that I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. We got 2 minutes till the news. See what that does for us. Yep. Sit on hands indeed. The number is slightly higher than expected, slightly lower than last month, but the news is out. We have kind of like a beautiful two-leg pullback happening right now. First leg pull down, low, came back up, looks like it's gonna get rejected. Less than 1 second. Wow, man. Wow. So two-leg pullbacks happening. It's in full fire mode right now. Currently didn't break the low yet. Hasn't quite double bottomed yet either. There it goes. So it broke and closed below. So we'll see if holding for a second wave, other than exiting on extension, is a good play or not here. So we'd be fully holding this trade until we either get to like a full target, which would be like down here underneath this swing point, or we get some form of a candle that makes a little local high and then rolls over again to trail the stop too. But this is the two-leg pullback in full force right now. Strong down push right into the moving average. AAA setup. You'd be around 1-to-1 so far. That's it. Still looking for much further move. There, we got a candle who finally made a high. Allow us to trail the stop. And be looking for an extension exit. First sign of weakness on the second leg. Can't move the stop till here until we actually break a low though. Hasn't happened yet. All right, there we go. There's our trailed stop. Looking for extension. First sign of weakness, we'd take profits. Or I guess first sign of strength in this case. See if we can close below again. Closed at it, eh? Yeah. Nothing there I'd want to risk to. I'd want it to come hit the liquidity point below 65. Still trying to hold the lower high. I got stop losses long in profit now if it did. Still looking for more of a move if we could get it. Oh, tag trailing stop. So it did give us 2 legs. Second leg was small. Broke again? Is it because of the volatility? There's too many orders like flowing? Yeah, that's fair. It's a busy time. What's our volume count looking like? A period close 250. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Mine's hitched a few times. It'll like freeze for a second or two and then it'll all catch up. I've had that happen a couple times. Well, are we gonna get a little bit of a rebound here to get the trailing stops over that little swing? We could one time back down, but if we hold this pullback and go again, we might get another little pop. 5-minute swing move down to here. It's kind of no man's land for me though. There is that little area here. We're kind of in the little valley, but lots of bouncing that happened through this area before. I'd ultimately want to see it below it though for a target if I was short. Still struggling, no candles making highs yet. Could still just be a trap one time down. I got you. Yeah. Oh, we broke a high. Might be the trigger. It's not one timing down now. Gonna get above this little top. There we go. Looks pretty good. I mean, the only other thing to test is this swing point here. Its approach is pretty good. Sellers are definitely there, trying to respect that swing that pushed our low last time. We're gonna get through here with a pop. We're through. Does this little reversal hold? We did close above. See if the pullback gives us another leg. Still looks pretty nasty on the hourly, but let's see. Just the way that this happened up here, if there was still big demand off after that move, which there should have been on a spike like that for this V to continue, it should have held. I mean, definitely should have held from that W here, but it tilts me to being more short than long. at least on the larger time frame. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. To be honest, my trading, I like to, I look at the dome some for the histogram or for the speed of the orders or just blocks when there's a big block order, but that's about it. I haven't used it for too much other than that. Well, we made it through and we're trying to go again. It's not the greatest looking 1 minute candle though. They're gonna close as like a rejection candle like that? Did. If they can squeeze it right out and go above it, that would be pretty good. For longs, that would be a big trap. Gave no trigger yet, never went below. Lots of trading happening right there in the sixes. Oh, got through. Inside candle, eh? Still no trigger. Triggered there now.
I like the way you
pulled back to kind of the right underneath this small little cluster here. It's the perfect spot. If it was gonna pull back and be bullish still, be a great spot. See if it dumps down through our 95 low right now or if it holds. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that's very true. To be honest, I didn't know if that was broker side, like if that was the bid and ask just on this platform. I wasn't sure how it worked. We got a really good reaction from that that level. Bunch of overlapping price action here though, so could still go either way. Did get the initial reaction though. Still stuck here. Flat top with rising lows though. Does look like more buyers are stepping in. Just as soon as I say that. See if they hold a higher low. Lots of people are trading here. There's a lot of contracts being moved back and forth. This could be the little accumulation area before a move. Held that higher low. As long as we don't get a failed breakout above 11, we could see a pop, especially to get us back up over 16 here. So there's slightly a new high. There it is. Pop rate to 16 should get us a little bit above, I think. Yeah, got like a tick above. So your dome would look very similar to mine then. Like these numbers would be very, very close to yours as well, even on different platforms. Okay, cool. I guess that makes sense. They don't want people's data to look different. I guess as far as that goes, that does make sense for sure. I don't know why I would think it would be the other way. I guess I never really thought about it. So we're testing a gray area now. We've held another higher low on the 5-minute chart after breaking above. New swing point comes to here. Decent little recovery happening. We made it about 3/4 of the way down. Our yesterday's price action. Be curious to see if we actually end up holding. If we end up holding this higher low and come all the way back up today and get higher than yesterday's candle, I mean, basically then we'd have double tested the bottom and we could have some upside potential. Unless we fail somewhere in today's price action and start going back down. It's pretty bullish looking right now though. $44.09. We got a long ways to go before we get back up into yesterday's price action, but definitely a strong push happening currently. I mean, 5-minute chart looks like a pretty strong V currently, so far. I'd be definitely interested in a two-leg pullback flag here if it happened. We did get 5 candles in a row, but it wasn't off of a trap and it wasn't off of any kind of area where I think there's a lot of trap traders. There was already a few legs up. See if it forms. Our B period closed with 195-ish. It could go off a high one. See though, I can't really play the high one in this condition though. I'd rather a high two. Candle closed really nicely. It's a block at 21. Wonder if that'll act as a magnet to get us down there before we go up. I don't know, high or low so far. Come on, let's get a check under 22 now. Oh, just gonna go off the high one. Woo. Wow. We got 4 minutes left on this 5-minute candle, but we have an inside reversal triggered right now. That was quite a rejection. My oh my. My oh my. Sellers stepped back in basically right where we opened. I wasn't really expecting that. Got really big follow through now off of that rejection candle too. That's pretty nasty looking. Really. Pretty good inside candle though. Already got a little bit more of a recovery than I after coming off that, I was ready for this market to one time down, but we're still holding. Kind of bouncing off this top that we gained. Not interested in any kind of two-leg pullback off of this. Good reaction so far. Holding like a very consistent bottom here. We're kind of getting stuck between this high and this low underside. Looks like buyers have a little bit more dominance through this range in the middle, but we definitely have a nasty rejection up here, but we started to V. So there was definitely strong buyers in this market. This would have enticed some short selling for sure, but the continuation just stopped all of a sudden. Kind of looks like they're trying to squeeze shorts. All these making higher lows, never really got a pullback out of here at all. Yeah, there's our new high after that. Tomorrow's probably going to be just as busy, just as volatile, if not more, really, I guess. Tomorrow we have our interest rate decision, I think, right? Yep. Until 3 o'clock though, so it's in almost the end of the session tomorrow. We have a little one tick poke happening there. Back to approaching the high of day. It's crazy. The amount of points this market's moving, man, if you were on the right side of it, it should be good. Only had one signal so far. Did work. But yeah. Risk-wise, can't really do it. It's like 12 points, I think, to get into the trade. It was a really good pattern. Gave 2 extensions. trailed stop prevented us getting caught in any kind of reversal. It was literally the low of the day. But that's been it. This is also a really good failed breakout signal as well, but same thing, like 23. Yeah, we got 11 points to get into that as well. But with it V recovering, I would only be taking that back to basically the moving average, which is kind of where it stopped at. That would have been like a 1-to-1 trade. You accompany the 1-to-1 risk to reward with like a way oversized risk amount of 11 points. It just doesn't make sense to me to even want to take it. But as far as presentation and like just candlestick pattern and ignoring the you know, the ATR, it does work out nicely, or exactly what you would try to achieve with it, or what I would try to achieve with it. Definitely getting a little bit of sells off of our high a day retest. I don't think any of these candles have made a high, eh? They've had equal highs or low area. We could register for a high or a low 1 entry here, really. It's potential that it fails at the high a day. We're starting to get a strong push back down. Looks like it's gonna go off of an inside candle though. Never did make a high there over that other candle. Still going, nice close below. Decent rejection. Coming back down to test this 5-minute swing point now. Never broke high a day. Had to put some wood in the fire. Nice, we kept going, went a little lower. Had some decent follow through off the low one inside. Still sitting on your hands one time? Nothing for you, eh? Yep. We get a little bit of price congestion down here for a nice strong move. I was kind of thinking maybe we get a 2-leg pullback, little flag here, get us down below the 5-minute level. That's a little bit of a pop. Got rejected quite quickly. Minute and 10 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see if this next 1-minute candle checks above the 22 swing here and rejects and fails. Might be a decent entry signal for the short side. Okay, there's the small test above. It's perfect. This is going to be a bigger risk trade, but I'm on a sim account. The structure is here. I want to do it for practice. Ooh, it's going to close back at its high. Not as good. Rise one more time. Still no 2 opportunity, only been the 1. 1325. Oh, damn. You were in and out hella quick. Nice, at least you got a signal though. So there it is, triggered in right there at 19.20, 19 and a quarter. Ideally, we'd be looking for an exit down here somewhere. If our extension candle closes below. I don't want to hold it through the liquidity point. If I get the liquidity point exit, I'll take it without holding for 2 legs, but haven't got it yet. Did close below, so we're still holding, looking for it. Looking for an exit down here. There it is. So that was our liquidity target underneath our 5-minute swing. Don't know what'll happen now, but that was her entry after we broke down under that candle right there at 19. It's like 1.5 R. Good 2-leg pullback. So it's been a few signals now. It's impressive. Normally don't get that many AAAs like that in a day. Now you could make the argument that we should still be holding for another leg down, but I only do that if we don't breach into a liquidity point, and we're there. We broke underneath that 5-minute swing, so that was the ultimate target goal. So even though it wasn't quite 2-to-1, still where we're gonna take it to. Pretty much retested entry to the tick right there. There's the next candle that went lower, so we'd be able to remove risk to here if you were disregarding the liquidity rule, but I wouldn't have. I would not be looking for another leg down. Would have exited right there on that test below that. Doesn't look the worst for another leg down. Price getting stuck down here at the low. See if we get any kind of inside reversal here. We are indeed. Really nice one, actually. Retest of entry. Well, review wise, if we were to eliminate the points and just be using the actual presentation and structure of what I look for and, you know, how the trade works, we did get a few trade opportunities today and they actually all worked out. And we have an inside reversal happening right now too. But it's hard for me to say that I'm going to do the trade at a 11 point risk or something like that, or 10 points of risk. It's just not something that I ever do. So, but structurally and systematically, trades worked out nicely. We had a nice 2-leg pullback here and a strong down move right out of the open, and we got our close below extension, so we hold for 2 legs and trailed the stop into profit to here. On the second extension here, still didn't break into liquidity, so I wouldn't have exited the position on the extreme. Probably would have got tagged out on the trailed stop, trying to look for a little bit more of a push. So that's how that one would have worked. And I mean, that's how the systematic approach would have worked. I would have looked for, if this would have went a little bit farther, we would have probably exited the trade as it got more into 2-to-1 territory. But this inside reversal was a failed breakout reversal. Beautiful, nice strong move up after multiple legs. We had a really strong flag presentation, which I was actually looking for a 2-leg pullback to get into the long side, but it never gave it to me. Instead, it went off a high 1 and rejected and closed back in as a beautiful rejection shooting star, which is like the AAA signal for me out of a failed breakout. Short 1 tick underneath it, run it back to the moving average. I mean, it played out pretty much perfectly for a 1-to-1, and then we got another 2-leg pullback which happened here. Now this one, I mean, same thing, right? Point wise, way too big. This one paid out a little bit better because the risk was a little bit smaller candle size wise. Ultimately, we did get a close below. However, I was really exiting at liquidity. I would have taken this exit as we broke underneath that 5-minute support right there. Even though it did make a second extension down, wasn't what I was looking for. Just because I know that sometimes when we break under the larger time frame period liquidity, we can often get a snapback, kind of like what's happening right now. And now we have a beautiful inside reversal right here at a liquidity point. Got a couple inside candles, check below, close back up above the inside candles, close on extreme. Beautiful inside reversal right there. And now got a nice spike up off it. This one's more with the current trend potentially, so you'd be trying to run this for 2 legs. This one was really against a V move. We were currently like Ving to the upside, so really would not be trying to take this back any further than the mean. Would not be trying to hold that for 2 legs, but we are still more bullish than bearish in my opinion currently. So this inside reversal is more with the trend, so you could try to get a little bit more greedy with it and hold it for 2 legs. Good trade setups today though, really. And if you were willing to accept the larger size risk numbers, you could have really done very well point wise. As far as like R value, risk to reward, you would have finished, you know, multiple R values up today. So if I was trading a higher contract count normally, like we talked about yesterday, I could just size down on a day like today so that it manages the same risk expectation and still been able to be involved in these setups. But that's okay. It was normal trading conditions, you know, and those trades would have presented. They were great setups to take. But that's her in a nutshell. I'm probably gonna call it right there for me. I'm gonna get to work on some replay trading for the afternoon. There's really not much I can do with this day. It was good to watch it and everything, but I'll have it open on another screen through the afternoon, and I might even watch some this evening as well, see what's going on, see if there's potential point more riskable trades. But to see the trades actually play out really well still, you know, is nice. You actually just got your trigger right here to trail your stop. We had a candle that made a low, and this next follow candle did make a high above it, so we would have trailed our stop to here right now on this inside reversal pattern. Looking for another leg up. See how it plays out here before we leave. We double top? Did double top so far. Closed on its high, I see. Still not doing anything. Still would trail a stop, leave it in the same spot. Looking for that second extension. Oh, nice. Wait, has your platform been down this whole time? For like the last hour? I didn't know it never came back. Ah, the DOM, right. Gotcha. All morning, damn. Still holding this 22 level, looking for that next extension. That's why air trade, yeah. I wasn't sure if you were just doing it like me, just because of the volatility numbers and stuff, or if I didn't realize your dome was still down. My bad. Really stalling here. Still holding, looking. Be huge P&L swings because these are like relatively smaller candles compared to what we've seen. But the difference between me having this trailed stop at here and just taking it right where it is actually another 10 points, which is just crazy. It's crazy. It's insane, actually. It is struggling on a double top, so It is kind of greedy. There's the second extension. See if we can hold. Closed above. Do we continue on this candle? Retest the breakout and go. Nope. Nope, we did not. What a rejection candle. Five-minute chart, check the perfect spot over this small swing point here, because I mean it took the whole move to get us below the actual swing point down here, so it makes sense to check above. Could be a rollover point again. But nice inside reversal for 2 legs. It's like a 3-to-1. Four trading situations that were actually like AAA presentation wise. I haven't seen 4 in one day, one morning session in a long time. Pretty impressive. But yeah, that's gonna be my day. I'm gonna get going on some other stuff here. Good luck trading the rest of the day, man. We'll reconvene in the morning. Maybe some interesting stuff will happen this afternoon. But yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time. Have a good rest of your day. As much as this looks like we're trying to go up, man, part of me just still leaning short from this yellow line. I'm still there, man. Until we break that yellow line, I still think down here's better than up here, but we'll see. Wait, what? What's that? Take out 1 W to work? It gives you world market open close. What you mean? That one went over my head, man. No, I don't see the address. I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it must have blocked out the address because it's I get what you're trying to do. I don't see the address though. Type just the address without .com or without W's. So it doesn't think that it's a link type thing. I need to just, I think I tried to do this once before. Allow you to be able to post whatever you want, but I couldn't figure out how to do it because I'm kind of a streamer noob. If you type the link, I still don't see it. Can you can I message you? I guess I could Google it. Futures world market open and close times. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's strange that it doesn't actually even tell me that it's blocking anything, or there's no like world time zone. Okay, there we go. Nice, there we go. Yeah, I did find her. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Cool. Oh, nice. I will save this to bookmark. Beauty. There we go. Cool, thank you, man. Appreciate that. All right, I'm out of here for the day. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time. I have a feeling tomorrow is gonna be wild too, but we'll see.